So I'm delighted to be joined by Angela and Eric from House of Waine. As you can see, they are sitting in the House of Waine beautiful gardens in Nairobi. Hi, Angela and Eric. Thank you very much for taking the time to speak to us in this kind of interview concept. And can you just tell me a little bit, tell the viewers your role within House of Waine and your involvement with it, really.
Okay, you want to start?
Right. Welcome, everyone. I'm Angela, the A in Waine, and Eric is the E in Waine.
Hi.
The name Waine is actually an acronym for our family, using our English names and our Khmer names. W is for my dad, Wilfred, and Wanja, my sister. A is myself, Angela. I is Mom, Ikero, a traditional name. N is Nyaga, and E is Eric.
Yep.
So we started House of Waine way back in 2004. It had always been a dream of mine to do. My grandfather used to have a small cafe in Meru, and he was always good at cooking and being very hospitable to people. And it's something that we wanted to see grow into something else, and that's why we started House of Waine. So we've been in it now for about 16 years.
Yep.
Always welcoming new guests, and we enjoy having them over. We run it as a family. Eric and I were actually the managers here for the first 8 years. And then we handed over the property to a manager when Mom passed along, and we had to now take on some of her businesses.
Yep.
Brilliant, thank you for that. And it's always lovely to explain the meaning behind the name as well. So thank you for that. So tell us, what's the current situation in Nairobi and obviously with the property with House of Waine?
So at the moment, the government has started doing a bit more mass testing. So at the moment, we're seeing numbers rising a little bit faster than they were before, but still reasonably low compared to the rest of the world. I think we're blessed for that, and we're grateful for that. We are on a curfew, not so much a lockdown, but a curfew. So we have to all be indoors before 7 p.m. in the evening and before 5 a.m. the next day. And that's been going now for about 6 weeks. So we're hoping that by Saturday, we'll get a better idea of whether or not that lockdown will continue. There's a bit of talk about Kenya Airways resuming flights on the 8th of June. We're not quite sure about that yet. And the airport is gearing up for reopening. I think Nairobi's got a very strong spirit of resilience, and people just want to sort of wake up and get on with things. So we're seeing more and more people on the roads. We're seeing places getting a bit busier, and there's a big push for the economy to be reopened. So we're hopeful that things would begin to sort of reset to the new normal, what's going to be called the new normal post-COVID-19 in the next coming week or so. But with House of Waine, unfortunately, we've had to close since April.
From April, yes.
From the beginning of April. We don't necessarily see any significant business in the earlier parts of June, but we're still seeing strong bookings from September. A lot of people are still saying they want to take a wait-and-see approach to how things are. So for the time being, it's tough, but we're hanging in there.
Excellent. And what are you doing? How are you using this time? Well, first of all, to look after your staff, but also in terms of the property itself. Are you using this time to tick off any jobs that you had lined up, or re-looking at how you offer the guest experience in life for the kind of post-COVID-19 traveller?
Certainly. I think I'll handle the staff, and you can handle the hotel.
Okay.
So in terms of the staff, unfortunately, because we had closed in April, a lot of them had run out of their leave days for the year by the time we hit May. So we took a decision as a family, because we consider it a family business. We consider them our extended family. We took a decision to reopen part-time. So the staff come in 2-3 days a week just to keep the house in tip-top shape, ready for our guests to return, but also as a way of ensuring that they have an income at the end of the month, because we didn't want to send anybody on unpaid leave, and we haven't sent anybody on unpaid leave. We didn't want to retrench anybody, and we haven't retrenched anybody. We still have our full complement of staff, many of whom, as you know, Anita, have been with us since the beginning, for 16 years at least. So we've looked at a way of just getting them at least some pay. It's not the full amount, obviously. There is no income for the business, but just sort of relying on our savings and everything, just trying to keep making sure that everybody has some income at the end of the month.
In terms of property, as Eric says, of course, the gardening team is here full time. We've had quite a bit of rain, so that means that the garden grows out pretty fast. So maintaining it is an issue, but they're able to cope with it. We have annual maintenance items that we normally do every May. As you know, we normally shut down in May for a couple of weeks. So we've been doing that, getting the boiler sorted, any paint jobs that we needed to do. And we're also catching up a little bit on the refurbishment project. It's taking a little bit longer than expected, of course, with the ports being closed and not being able to bring in items. But what little we are able to do, we're trying to do.
Yeah, that's brilliant. And obviously, I mean, I suppose it's worth highlighting to those people watching this that House of Waine is only 11 rooms in the main hotel, and then you've got the 2-bedroom cottage and the gardens, and it's spread over 2.5 acres. So for people who are staying in Nairobi, it's a perfect option for those who want to stay somewhere that's small and intimate, and you've got amazing amount of space as well. Very yeah, exactly. And the rooms themselves are enormous, aren't they? So there's definitely plenty of space for guests if they're nervous travellers to go and find their own little kind of sanctuary somewhere amongst the grounds.
And what we've also done in the past, as you know, Anita, we've always done bookings on reservation basis only. So prior reservations need to be made. That allows us to keep the numbers of people on the property at any one particular point in time at a very small number. In the past, it helped with things like security, but going forward, it will help also just by limiting the number of people who interact with our guests on the property. And that should give them a little bit more confidence in terms of social distancing, etc.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, thank you so much, both of you, for joining me this afternoon. And before we finish off, do you want to send a message to those people who are watching this film this afternoon?
Yes, absolutely. We want to just say thank you very much for all their support. We've seen a lot of people really try to retain bookings and postpone them to next year rather than canceling them outright. We'd like to assure them that we are here and we're open for business as soon as we can figure out exactly when travelers will be starting to come back, and that we will continue to focus on usual levels, high levels of service and attention to detail. But we just want to say thank you very much. Our hearts are with you all. We know it's a tough time for everybody, and we just pray that we'll all come through it in the end.
Eric and Angela, thanks so much for joining me this afternoon. Thanks a lot.
No problem. Thanks, Anita. Take care.
Bye.
All right, bye.